Good afternoon, families. It is Friday, March 1st, 2024, and I'm coming to you with our Robot Roundup vlog for the week. So right off, we'll get right into our top two, which is, please make sure you confirm our sign-up time for conferences this next week. I believe most of you have, and I thank you for that. And please make sure if anything comes up, you let me know, reach out, and we'll find a time that works for you. Number two, we have a field trip again coming up in 2 weeks to First Stage Children's Theater, and we are seeing on Friday, March 15th, Mo Willems' production of Elephant and Piggie. We're in a play! Our field trip form came home yesterday in our purple folder, so it kind of looks like this. So please make sure you fill that out and get it back by the 6th of this next week. We're going to learn a little bit about Mo Willems along the way and read some books like Elephant and Piggie and pigeon books as well. So kind of fun. All right, so now we'll get into our vlog points for the week. Number one, just our urban ecology field trip this week was chilly but fantastic. We saw squirrel tracks. We saw a bunny hopping through the woods. We saw some ducks out on Milwaukee River, and we even got to taste some sap from one of the maple trees. It was not as good as the maple syrup we got to try inside the Urban Ecology Center with some pretzels, which was very, very delicious. We got to climb in a log fort. We got to race across a magic bridge. It was just a lot of fun. We had a really good time, even though it was a very cold day. In phonics this week, we continue working on our long vowels. So we're working on long vowel I with a silent E. So that would be words like and bright and Mike. Students have actually really connected with this. So you might notice we'll read a word, get to that silent E, and then hear it, and then go back and reread the word with the vowel as a long vowel. So as I said in our bug bags coming home, just give them the opportunity to make that choice and that mistake, and they'll learn better. In our math, we are learning to solve story problems. So story problems are foundational work about breaking things apart. So then putting numbers back together, like I have some piece of popcorn on this plate, some over here, how many all together? So we're going to be working on students' listening skills as they listen to a story, discuss what they know, what they don't know, and then help them make sense of that story using a part-whole model, but then drawing pictures using things like their fingers, objects, drawings, their memory, number bonds to solve what they know and don't know. So that's kind of exciting. In writing, we've been working on our Reflection Kindergarten book for conferences. This is where we're going to write down all the things that we feel about how well we know about school, learning, and our ability to be successful here, and things that we want people in our family to know at home. So look for us to use those during conferences. In reading, book bags came home last week. It was quite a hit. We had quite a few come back this week to change out with new books. We also had some book bags come back with students, and they felt that they weren't quite ready to put a new one in to go home again this week. They wanted more time to practice before taking a new book home. And we even had some book bags not come back. They stayed at home because students felt that they still wanted a little bit more time to read with family members. I love this. All these responses are student-driven, which means that helps us understand where students are at, how they feel about being successful as a reader, and being independent. So just please be mindful. Putting have-to mandates on reading for a 5- and 6-year-old can be really tricky and have some pretty detrimental effects for their love and their desire to read. Now, I want every student to read and have like a routine at home for reading, whether that's by themselves, with an adult, with someone in their family. But I also want to encourage healthy limits. At 5 and 6 years old, students can probably independently sustain 15 to 20 minutes of reading. And that is not a challenge for you to then push to try to get it to be more. More reading will not make a better reader at this age, and I'll tell you why. Think of reading like exercise, okay? If you worked out on existing already tired muscles and have cramps, you're going to overwork the muscles you have, and that can lead to injury. Same thing with reading. They're going to be tired. It's okay to be tired. Let them read and let them love to read. Longer times will happen naturally, so let it happen and it's okay. If you do have questions about that, please, please, please throw them at me. I would love to have a conversation about that to help you find that place with yourself. I am wearing a lab coat. In science news, we started some science today and an investigation into what makes things roll and bounce. So this investigation is going to help students understand kind of like the basic elements of physics, why things roll and bounce, and we're going to put some science things in practice, like basic inquiry, asking questions like, why did that happen? How can I find out the answer? We're going to use a science notebook to record our observations and discoveries and questions along the way. So that'll be kind of fun. Last but not least, we start a new chapter book, Journey Under the Sea. It's a chapter book about exploring the deep underwaters in a submarine and investigating the possible location for the lost city of Atlantis. So far, we've accidentally destroyed a city. We've been captured and given gills to breathe underwater, and we even sunk one time to the bottom of the ocean after an earthquake caused our ship to spring a leak underwater. But that's all right. I hope you had a fantastic week. I hope you are healthy and safe where you are. It's supposed to be 66 by Sunday, so please, please, please get outside, enjoy some gorgeous weather, and I will see you next week. Bye.